The judge in Trump's hush money case slapped the former president with $9,000 in fines after Trump repeatedly violated the court's gag order talking about witnesses and the like. More importantly, the judge sent Trump a message about what will happen if he does it again. Defendant is hereby warned that the court will not tolerate continued willful violations of its lawful orders, and if necessary and under appropriate circumstances, it will impose an incarceratory punishment. So once again, threatening jail time. Shannon Wu's here, former federal prosecutor, top official in the Clinton Justice Department. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, help us understand this. To Trump, $9,000 is a golf bet.
Right.
And this is a judge who's demanding to be taken seriously. Trump over and over again defied the gag order. What message was the judge trying to send?
Well, the judge was actually constrained by New York State's rather convoluted system for contempt. The prosecution did not bring this as a criminal contempt case because they'd have to do a whole separate prosecution for that. This is the kind of contempt. It is called criminal contempt, but within the context of a criminal case. So the New York State laws said the judge can only impose $1,000 per violation or jail time if the $1,000 won't do it. So you hear the judge saying, okay, I'm going to say you violated it 9 times, $1,000 a pop, and I'm warning you that the next time is the potential for jail time.
All right, so the gag order is this. You can't talk about the case publicly, call the case political, criticize the judge and the DA. You can't speak about witnesses, court staff, or their family members. Something that Donald Trump, reasonable people can agree, has violated almost a dozen times. I think it was 9 or 10. Trump has said this: if this partisan hack wants to put me in the clink for speaking the obvious truth, I will gladly become a modern-day Nelson Mandela. It will be my great honor. He's sort of daring the judge to put him in jail. It doesn't seem like a dare the judge wants to take.
Yeah, I think this judge, like most judges, does not want to be the first judge to jail a former president, not over a full conviction, but over a contempt order, and he's afraid it's going to turn into a sideshow for that reason.
Afraid it might. You think about this from purely like the political optics for this judge, right? You've got a judge who is the king in his courtroom. Judges enjoy being the most powerful man in their courtroom, right? You've experienced that. Yeah. And then you've got a guy who used to be the most powerful man in the world. This is kind of like eye to eye in a weird way of total unequals, but now equals.
Right, yeah. And I think the difficulty for the judge is dealing with the fact that this is someone who has such a large platform. A normal defendant wouldn't have this kind of reach in what they're saying. Right. And normally they would be sort of like put in their box right away. I mean, I think a big issue I think the judges should remember, because I think the gag order should be punished much more severely, along the lines of Will Smith, keep your trial out of your mouth.
Okay.
But the issue is they're so concerned about the First Amendment, and even though I like the First Amendment, there's no repercussion in the criminal trial. It's not like Trump's going to get his conviction, if he's convicted, reversed because the gag order violated the First Amendment. So it's really up to the judge whether he really has the spine to say, okay, we've done this 30, 40 times at this point. We're not doing fines anymore.
Well, spine or ego, I guess you could are interchangeable. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.